Nigel Benn.
Thank you. Well, it's been a long time coming, and one thing is I'd like to have both of my sons, Connor and Harley, here. It's been a journey that I've been on. This fight is all about me. It wasn't financial, it wasn't nothing. It was always about closure that I wanted, that I never had. And I'm really going to go back in time. I suffered with a lot of issues in my life from a young age, from 1972, when my brother died. I had a lot of issues that I was struggling with, the murder of my brother, which I carried through to my adult life. At the age of 8, I started smoking cigarettes to 41. Started doing ecstasy, smoking spliff, all through my career, but suffered with depression. It's not one fight that I went through that I never suffered with. It was bugging me. I don't even think I was at my best. I don't know how I got that far. To be inducted into the Hall of Fame, voted the best super middleweight in history, along with Joe Kawasaki by the WBC. And I thought to myself, wow, I didn't know how I'd done it. Some of the fights, I think, well, how did I get through that? And now, my whole life has changed, because even when I fought Steve the last time, I just stopped because I had issues. I had one son born, and then another son born, from 2 different parents. And I struggled with that. My wife was about to leave me, and I'm preparing for a world title fight. I'm not focused. I'm not even in the right frame of mind. So I've got to let you know where I've been. And I was in a dark place for so many years, all through my career. There was no joy because there was always something attached. Oh, great fight with Joe McClellan, yeah, but disco, Michael Watson, this drug. So everything was attached to something. It was no joy. It always ended, I always kind of think myself, I always had a problem. The only time I actually had peace is when I was away training. That was the only time I had peace, all through my career. There was like suicidal thoughts. I didn't want to be where I was. And I just want you to understand what I was going through. And then, in about 2008, I had an encounter with Jesus. That's when my life changed, truly changed. As soon as I had that encounter, no spliffing, no ecstasy, no women, absolutely nothing. But I always carried on training. Like a warrior, I always trained. I never stopped training. And then I started doing a lot of Tour de France riding, and doing a lot of altitude with my mask on, and I just thought, wow. And I thought to myself, now I'm going to fight. I feel the time is right now. People might say, you're 55. It's nothing to do with age. I'm more fitter now than when I was world champion. It's not the Dartley Striker, because everything synonymous with that name is not who I am. Now it's Nigel Benjamin Button Benn. The older I get, the fitter I am, and I 100% mean that. I am so fit. I can tell you this now, just before I left on Friday, I came out for, let me just see if I do 12 rounds on the pads. I've done 12 rounds on the pads. I thought, wow, that was easy. Flew in Monday morning, me and Con, picked me up. He said to the press, the documentary team, he said to look, I bet any money as soon as he gets off the plane, he's want to go to the gym. 5:30, at half past 7, I was in the gym training. Done one session, went home, relaxed, and then at 12 o'clock, done another session. I've just been training. It hasn't stopped. I have to have closure, and I haven't had closure. And I know this fight, I'm going to get closure. I could have picked an easy opponent, but that's not who I am. I want to fight somebody I know who's tough, that's going to put me through the pace. And everyone's thinking, oh, don't do it, Nigel. I'm thinking, no, worry about him, not me. It's the same how I feel when I fought Joe McClellan. If everyone was down, oh yeah, Nigel, please get that. The age has nothing to do with age, just a number. I'm telling you that right now. I'm more fitter now than I ever have. I'm doing harder training than I ever have. So I just know me, so I'm in good shape and I'm ready to rock and roll. Nothing ain't changed. The power's still there. Watch me on the pads. Watch me, it's still there. Taking the shot, I don't know, but I'm going to find out soon when I start doing sparring. So, fire away.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed, Nigel Benn. Let's have a round of applause, please.
They don't. The press don't do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to open the floor now for questions. If I hand you the microphone, if I could ask you please to say who you are, who you're representing, and your question, if I may.
All right, Nigel. Nice to see you coming back.
Yeah.
Just a basic question. Obviously got this guy Beak of your boxing.
Yeah.
Who else was you looking at prior to this guy being announced?
Oh, well, I'm glad you said that. We started off with Chris, first of all. Yeah, you know, it's just hard work. You know, it's always going to be hard work. And I've waited like 5 years. Then we spoke to Roy Jones, and I can show you the text. He wanted 10 million. What? Then Jeff Lacey, we tried to get hold of. We tried to get hold of Bernard Hopkins. I didn't want any kind. I want a good fighter. Then, I know, get there. I know. Then we got hold of Steve, and I've known Steve for 23 years. This fight was meant to be Steve. But then it all started changing. It was like, well, no, I want 50% on that. I thought, okay, I don't mind it. To me, it's not about money. And then he said, well, I want this guaranteed sign. And then one of my agents said, Nigel, it's not about him, it's about you. You're the one that want closure. And then I said, Lord, you know what, I just pray that you put somebody else there. And he put somebody else there. So I said, Steve, that's it, mate. Because it all just came about money to other people, but to me it wasn't about money. It's about me actually for closure. So that's where we are now. So I had about five people. And the last person was Sakio Bika. He said, yeah, I'll take it. And I thought, yeah, I'll have it. No mucking around. He's going to come to fight.
Thank you. Who would like to ask a question? Sir.
I know. You keep talking about closure. How do you know you're going to find closure?
I think, you know what it is? I think because closure is because me personally, I think with the Steve fight, I know it's at that time where I thought I would have closure with Steve, but I went away and I thought, oh, let me just cry, but I didn't feel nothing because I had so much going on. And I know what you're saying, I just know in my heart, there's so many things that I want to be able to do in Australia, especially with my family and my kids, because they've been through the mill. It's being able to just say, you know what, kids, it's over with. And to be able to spend a lot of good quality time, not in the gym all the time. And I know this is going to be closure for me, 100%. At 55, it's got to be closure.
Thank you, Nigel. Okay, moving back into the room a little bit. Who else would like to ask a question? On the back there. Quickly walk around to you, sir.
Thanks for inviting us here today.
Thank you.
Filming for the Gamble Life TV app. I want to ask you, do you think this fight is the biggest challenge of your career yet?
No, not really. I think, you know what it is? It's like, I know me, I don't think it's the biggest challenge of my career. I think, you know, it's just closure. I don't think it's the biggest challenge of my career. I honestly know me. And everyone's thinking, yeah, Nigel. No. People need to think about him. That's how I feel. I know my capabilities. And plus, no worries, buddy.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's quickly move around to this side so we can get questions from this side of the room. Anybody waiting to ask Nigel a question? Are we done with questions? Okay, no more over this side. Okay, in which case, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed. We're going to take Nigel off for a brief moment for an interview with Sky Television. It will only be for a few minutes, after which he will be back down again to take questions from you. So if there's anything you think of, then by all means he will be back down after just a few minutes. So in the moment, just thank you, Nigel, for being here. We're going to take him off just literally